Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a lovely weekend and enjoyed it however you like enjoying your weekend. If it's anything like it is here, we spent inside trying to stay as cool as possible in the intense heat, and of course, watching some football or soccer, as we call it here, or actually, as we call it here, soccer. Uh, but however, whatever you call that thing we kick around on the field. Soccer, football, soccer. I hope you had a lot of fun. I enjoyed cheering for your team. Uh, let's see, just a quick reminder. I think we no need to go through the slides, but just a reminder if you need any technical support. Right above my head, you'll see a banner that says click here for support. It has our recommendations as well as a backup link. Best thing you can do first, after waiting a second, seeing if things smooth themselves out, just refresh the web page or even just close it and re-enter from the email reminder I send before each lesson, or of course, always from the members page on learnbridgeonline.com. You can always access everything. No need to wait for the reminder email. We're always here for you. You'll also find on the website a support widget in the bottom left corner of the screen. I just heard from one member of the improver class who emailed me, didn't hear back. What I'd recommend, if you didn't hear, in this specific case, I found out their email went to the spam folder incorrectly, obviously. If you don't hear back from me within 1 weekday, generally, use that support widget to send me a chat, and because I will be sure to see that. I don't think that happens often, but it happened today. So I always hate hearing that I missed folks' messages. So please do that for any support, any feedback, just to say hi, anything at all. But for all things Bridge, well done. Those of you who are already jumped into the live chat below me, we have a Jack's Jolly already waiting for you. I see a few brave souls who have already responded to the very first question, the first of many, and I hope you will be engaged with the learning actively. And when you have questions, please do speak up. Please don't worry if you think those with more experience already know the answer to your question. If you have it, it's very, very likely that other people will too. We'll support each other. This is a place where we can make mistakes. You can ask questions that other folks already know the answers to. This is how we get better together, by supporting each other, making mistakes, and of course, following the lead of our wonderful teacher. I'm going to start the recording now, and then we'll be ready to get going. That's okay, Pauline. We are just starting right now. You still have time to respond to Jack's Jolly. I'm just waiting for the recording to say that it is starting. Rosemary is here. Good morning to you. 4 spades sounds too simple. I know that feeling, especially with Jack's Jolly. When it feels too simple, like, I don't know. I think it's a trap. The recording is active. Welcome back, everyone watching by replay. We're sad you can be with us live, but we hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Your very first question is already there for you. So this is your chance. Shout it out into the ether. Write it down on a page, because here comes our teacher. I hope you all will join me the best way you guys know how. I believe from a mystery location. Hey there, Jack. Mystery indeed.
Yes, it's not so mysterious, but the sunglasses are a bit of a giveaway, Bashir. Yes, I'm on a family holiday in Portugal at the normal hotel we go to. So regulars will recognize the picture of the painting behind me.
That's right. We might grow a bit attached to that painting.
Yes, I know. I don't think I'll be able to take it off the wall though.
At least take a picture, and maybe we can
I'll take
print
a
out
picture.
a
We can
copy.
use it. We can put it in one of the slides maybe one day. But yes, I can't actually see anything, so I better take the sunglasses off. Yes, I'm just here for 8 or 9 days with the children, so we're having a nice family holiday.
Well, thank you for keeping some time for us, Jack. I know it's a family vacation, but we are keen to start our weeks with you. Jack,
at the end, we'll do our normal trick of I'll take them outside for a little view of the outside the hotel of the sea and the sand.
That sounds great.
It is optional. You don't have to see my holiday pics.
That sounds great. I know a lot of folks enjoy that. Well, Jack,
well, you're right. If things look too simple in a Jack's Jolly, then they probably aren't. And I think there's two important things about this hand here. The first one is that two spades, is it forcing? Is it non-forcing? Is it invitational? And actually, the correct answer is it's non-forcing. Really, it's to play, partner don't bid again. So typically 5 could be as low as 5 or 6 points opposite a strong no trump. Remember South's open 15 to 17. Yeah. So it could literally be 5 or 6 points, 5 card suit. Just saying I want to play in 2 spades opposite your 15 to 17 points. So actually, most of the people, I think most of the students were jumping to 4 spades. If we look at the answer, it's a pass.
It's a pass. Wow.
That was a full hand.
So the obvious follow-up question, what would partner bid with more strength if, partner did want to explore game in?
Yes, that's a good question, Bashir. Just before we go on to that, though, the other thing that we don't like about the hand is the Queen 10 of hearts, because with West having bid hearts, the Queen of hearts is really waste paper. It's not a useful card.
We lose strength there, don't we?
Yeah, so really we've effectively got a 14 count as South. Really, we haven't got enough points for game. And most of us play duplicate bridge now, where we don't push to borderline games. And your other question was a good one. Yes, if North had a strong hand and wanted partners bid again, they would jump to 3 spades.
So that would show strength. That would be invitational. We still
well forcing.
That would be forcing. So at that point,
yes, you can't invite in this auction. You either play 2 spades to play, or you jump to 3 spades. 9+ points, 5 card suit, forcing to game. So an interesting Jack's Jolly to get everyone started.
Well, thank you, Jack. I will turn it over to you, and I'll come back at the end of the lesson to
brilliant
out the back.
We'll have a little look out to the window. Yes, I'll take you on a guided tour, Bashir. Okay, so yes, and literally you would just make 2 spades on this hand. The opponents take 3 hearts and the ace king of clubs. That's all we make, 2 spades. Discipline is a good word in duplicate bridge. We're on to double all over, Colin. Warm welcome if you're watching in replay as well. Let's get started straight away. Would you Easter's open to heart? Would you overcall 1 spade, or would you make a takeout double? Let's get started. So slightly for the more experienced this class. Only slightly. Amanda L's asking, is it very hot there? No, Amanda, it's like 30, 32. It's quite manageable. It's not the 40-degree heat they've had in France. So we're quite happy here. Now, let's have a look at the mostly bidding 1 spade. I think we got a few doublers here. I think mostly bidding 1 spade. Let's have a look at the answer, shall we? 1 spade is correct. So generally, it's better to overcall a good 5-card major rather than double, as an overcall tells partner you've got a 5-card suit. Okay. Otherwise, it's going to be really difficult to find the 5-3 fit, if not impossible. So that's the general theme of this lesson. There are exceptions, but most of the time, overcall the 5-card major. We did have quite a few doublers there. And literally, this 5-card suit is, sorry, the 1 spade overcall is between 6, maybe as many as 17, 18 points. Margarita's made an apology for arriving late. That's fine, Margarita. Right. I've opened 1 club. Do you overcall 1 spade, or do you make a takeout double? So it's going to be a useful lesson, this one, of course. Fine-tuning your... Jill V's also making apologies. That's fine, Jill. You only missed out on the Jack's Jolly. Again, do you double, or do you bid 1 spade? Of course, most bidding, as you know by now, is about finding the fit in the majors. That is our primary. I'll put on my sunglasses. For Margarita and Jill miss my sunglasses. There you go. To show I'm on holiday. I'm in the Ria Park Hotel, if you want to know, in the Algarve. Nice hotel. I would suggest it as a holiday location. The Ria Park, R-I-A. Right. Well, again, we've got a few doublers there. About half and half, is it? My screen's a bit smaller today because I'm on the laptop. But one spade is the right answer here, look. So you overcall one spade, you see, you can always make a takeout double on the next round. Should we have a look? But imparting the fact that you've got 5 spades to your partner is so important. So there you go. If you overcall one spade, let's say your partner passes, East rebids 2 clubs, showing a good 6-card suit, by the way. You can now make a takeout double, can't you? Short in clubs. That's King Jack X of diamonds. George Clooney has slightly stolen the 2 of diamonds there. He's in his best suit, of course. The lovers of the caption. Yeah, so you've shown your hand perfectly. A decent hand, opening hand at least, to make a takeout double second time round. And remember the golden rule of double, of course. If partners passed, double is for takeout. Let's go on to hand 1, which we're going to play on BBO. And where are we? I'm sorry that George Clooney was distracting Amanda. Right, let's get on with this one here. So it's a 1-heart opening by East. And would you overcall one spade or would you make a takeout double? 12 points. I think most of you should get the right answer now. Managed to find a quiet room in the hotel, which is good. I don't think anyone's going to come in here. If they do, I can always scarp around the corner. Yes, so most of the time, best to overcall the 5-card major 1 spade. 2 clubs, of course. And what next? The North with their 6 points. Well, at any vulnerability, not vulnerable or vulnerable, we're going to bid to the level of the fit, aren't we? 4 spades. And the opening lead is partner's suit. Good. Well, thank you for the dummy partner. What most of you know, I like to count losers in high-level contracts. I'd say 4 level and above. Quite difficult to count losers at the 2 or 3 level. So we've got 2 hearts to lose and a club. And we might have a diamond. That would be my thinking on this hand here. So it looks like we've got to try and guess the queen of diamonds here. Let's play. An encouraging 10. I'm just going to throw the jack to make it look as though I've got a singleton. But that doesn't put them off. And a 3rd round of hearts. Okie dokie. So which trump do we play now? Well, we know that West started with a doubleton because they played the queen followed by the 2. So we do need trump. Let's have a bit of fun. Let's trump with the ace of spades. And an encouraging 10 of clubs signal there. We can now draw out the trumps. There we go. Right, what do we do next from the dummy? I know we can see the cards here, but what would you do in reality? It looks to me as though the diamond finesse is 50-50, but remember the bidding. East opened 1 heart. Okay, So they've turned up. So we're not quite sure who's got the Queen of Diamonds. West could have it or East. So why don't we make what we call a discovery play? Let's see who's got the Ace of Clubs. So actually the best play now, there's no end play on here, by the way, because we've got to lose 3 tricks. There's no exit card. But play the 9 of clubs from dummy. That's the key, because if East had the Ace of Clubs, they would now play it. Yeah, with a singleton on dummy, they'll play the Ace. Second player plays low. So we now know that West started with the Ace of Clubs. Okay, so we look back to the points, really. It's odds on that the Queen of Diamonds is with East. Look who opened 1 heart, because they've only shown up with the Ace King of Hearts so far. So with that in mind, we play the King of Diamonds. Oops, sorry. So they would play another club, wouldn't they? Yeah, West is lead. Doesn't do us any good, Julie, roughing 8 of hearts next thing with a club. No, it's not an end play. So now we can play the King of Diamonds. Followed by the Jack. East, of course, plays low smoothly. And we take the finesse through East. Yeah, much more likely that East has the Queen of Diamonds, having opened 1 heart. And we know that they didn't have the Ace of Clubs or the Jack of Clubs or the Queen of Hearts. So there we go. And now we just rough a club in dummy. And we're just finishing off now. There we go. Yes, it wouldn't do us any good roughing a heart, actually. There's no end play on here. I think someone suggested roughing a heart and then exiting with a club, but the opponents just keep playing clubs. They're not going to open up the diamond suit. But yes, playing that 9 of clubs really was the key play here, trying to work out who had the Ace of Clubs. Good. So 4 spades bid and made. Let's go back to the classroom. No, there was a club left, Julie. Yeah, no, there were 3 clubs. We can't get rid of the clubs. There's no end play on. Anyway, we must move on. So 1 diamond. What would you overcall here? Choice of, well, 1 heart, double, or 1 no trump, I suppose. This week, of course, making a plan in 3 no trumps. Relatively basic for the improvers at Wednesday at 9:30. Definitely not double. No, we're not short in diamonds, are we? It's between 1 heart and 1 no trump. It's fairly close, to be honest with you. But 1 no trump just does it. Yeah, more descriptive. You're showing a hand, yeah, 15 to 18, balance with a stopper and opener suit. I do slightly prefer 1 no trump there to 1 heart. Also, the suit is pretty rubbish, isn't it? Hearts. Oh, hi, Den and Lusa. Are you a new double act, by the way? I'm always on the lookout for new double acts in the classroom. Yes, Philippa's asking, do you need a quality suit of 7? Yes, squat of 7, Philippa. 5-card suit with 2 honours. Generally, there are 1 or 2 exceptions. So hearts are no good here. No, you would fail squat here. But if I had no diamond stopper, I would overcall 1 heart, by the way, rather than pass. Yeah. So there are exceptions if you're in a fix. So if I had no diamond stopper and 15 or 16 points, I would overcall 1 heart with 5 to the ace. Here's another one for you. 1 spade. Are you double, pass, or 2 hearts here? Next Monday, what are we up to? Ooh, suit establishment with trumps. Always a good lesson, that one. Really useful skill to establish the 5-card suit, utilizing dummies trumps. So are we double or 2 hearts? I think you have to bid with this hand. Let's have a look at the answer. We'll just wait. There's still answers coming in. Are we all in? Just about, I think. If you're watching in replay, how are you getting on with this one? Ooh, still more answers coming in. Double definitely seems to be the favorite here. Should we? Have a look at the answer. Are we ready, everyone? I think most of the answers are in by now. A lot of answers coming in, which is great. I love interactivity. There you go, double. Definitely 2 hearts I'm not a fan of at all here. You know, on a sterile 5-3-3-2 shape, 5 to the king jack failing squat. Be a nightmare partner turned up with singleton or doubleton heart. Yes, as you know, I don't really like overcalling at the 2 level on a 5-3-3-2 shape. Balanced hand, you know. Really, most experienced players like a 6-card suit to overcall at the 2 level. Although you will find a lot of your cheeky players at your bridge club overcalling on what my late great aunt Alice used to say, tram tickets. You know the one, tram tickets? Have you heard that one before? Not, if not, you heard it here first. If partner opens 1 club or diamond, can you overcall 1 heart? Oh yes, you can overcall 1 heart, Hillary, yes. Yeah, that passes squat. Let's play hand 2 on BBO now. And let's go to, I'll tell you what, let's go to the hand viewer to do this one. I'm just going to share the screen. There we go. And let's have a look at this one here. Good. So, West passes. North passes. Oops. 2 spades. So what do you do after a 2-spade opener? So on to the LBO now where we hide the hands. Yes, I think all of you are going to. 3 hearts would be non-forcing. So we're far too strong. So we start with a takeout double, correct? North bids 3 clubs. I think you all would. Back to South. What do they do now? Well, we need to bring the hearts into play, really, don't we? I'm not liking 3 no trumps, really, no, not with a singleton ace of spades. So 3 hearts does the trick. North simply raises to 4 hearts. And back to South now. So remember, South has shown a very strong hand. When you double and bid your own suit, rejecting partner, is a hand that was too strong to overcall 3 hearts in the first place. So typically 19 points or more, South is showing here. 18 plus. It's not forcing to game. North can pass with absolutely nothing. But just remember, when you double and bid your own suit in bridge, 19 plus, or good 18s. What next for South, do you think? Well, it's a great hand, isn't it? We have what we call a double fit here in bridge. We've got a fit both in hearts and in clubs, and that's really good news. What we call a double fit. So 4 no trumps it is. Oops. North replies, well, let's play Roman key card, of course. What's the response playing Roman key card, Blackwood? Using traditional responses. How many key cards have we got? Well, we got 1, haven't we? We got the ace of clubs. So that's 5 diamonds. And what next for South? Yes, we're only missing 1 ace, so we can go 6 hearts here. And what would you lead to 6 hearts? We'll just pass that one. There was the bidding look. Partner opened a weak 2 space, didn't they? So it's a middle up down spade. Well done. Okay, so counting losers, everyone. Well, it looks like possibly the fate of this contract's on a diamond finesse, and we've got a heart to lose, the ace of hearts. It's the way of getting rid of that diamond loser. That's what I'd be thinking. That really wants to take the finesse. So to begin with, win with the ace. What do we do at trick 2? I think we can draw the trumps. Yeah. No reason not to draw trumps. Clearly we discard a diamond. Oops. Hang on. Just go back 1. Bear with me a second. I just need to go back. There we go. Well, what would you discard? Let's go back. Queen of spades. What would you discard on that? Well, I think it looks right to discard a diamond, but let's see what happens. Yeah, the cards all come up now, don't worry. Oh, and it stops. Yes. So the problem is, if you discard a diamond on that, then the clubs are blocked. So the key play here is actually to throw an unblocking club. Should we see what happens? So that was the key play. Now we can draw the trumps. Another trump. Now we can play the king of clubs. Quite a tricky hand, this one. Queen of clubs. 10 of clubs. Overtaking with the ace. And crucially now, the clubs are unblocked, so we can discard the diamond. Diamonds. That's quite a tricky play, though. Diamond to the ace. And the rest are ours. 2 trumps. As Philippa said, very tricky to see that in advance there. The old E word coming into place there. So it did look as though, and you can play out these 2 hands yourself as well later on. But it was that king, queen, 10, 9 was blocking the clubs. So if we discarded a diamond, the clubs would be blocked. You'd play the king and the queen, and then you'd overtake the 10 with the ace. Then the 9 of clubs would be blocking. You wouldn't be able to get back to the 5th club in dummy. But yes, it was hard. I would agree with you all. It would be very hard. Most club players would go 1 down there. It's very hard to see that the clubs needed unblocking, unless your experience level is quite high. Looking at the king, queen, 10, 9. Good, let's go back to the classroom. The online classroom. Okay, I've opened a heart. 16 points here. Are you one node trump or are you double? What do you think is a more descriptive method? It's quite a tricky one. It's always quite close, isn't it, between one node trump and double? That's why we're doing this lesson here this morning. Just waiting for all the answers to come in. Yes, regulars, of course, will know the painting from previous lessons where I've come here. I normally come to this same place each year for holiday. Yes, we have a look at the answer. We're almost just waiting for all the answers to come in. King is a stopper, but double is preferred here. Yeah, because we're short in hearts and we've got 4 spades. We're more likely to find the 4-4 spade fin. And King X, yeah, it is a stopper, but it's not a great holding in hearts. So we prefer double here to try and get the spade suit into play, especially if partner's very weak. No, Philippa, no, don't get confused. Easy in this game. Take out double, just 12 or more points. It's 18 or 19 when you're too strong to double with a 5-card suit. That's a different thing. I think you are confused. Easy in this game, Philippa. Don't worry though. But no, a normal takeout double, 12 plus points. SOS. Now, the thing we looked at earlier, Philippa, was when we doubled, then bid our own suit. That shows 19 plus. You can still double on 12 or more. That's most common. Here's another one for you. Well, no heart stopper this time. What do you think about that? 17 points. Den and Lucent. No trumps does show point count, yes, but I prefer to double on that hand with King X of hearts. You could be very weak in hearts in no trumps, and whereby you might have a spade fit on. Yeah, some players might bid one no trump here with no stopper, but it is risky. So we do prefer a double here rather than pass. Otherwise, you'd have to pass, which you wouldn't want to do with 17 minutes. Ooh, there's our friend. Look, comes up every now and again in the caption. But it's not a textbook double because we're not short in hearts. But one no trump's not suitable with no heart stopper, and pass is too feeble, so fine to double there. Anyone remember the name? I know some of you do, of our man with the muscles. We've affectionately called him. There's one of him with really big muscles, actually, isn't there? Which is, I don't quite know which is the one that's been photoshopped in. But yes, he is known as Bob, yeah. One day we might find out if he's really called Bob, but not just now. Right, Bob, well, let's leave you for the time being with your muscles from Brussels. And what about this one? 19.6 spades. Are we one spade? Are we double? Can't do two spades, no. Two spades would be a weak jump overcall, 5 to 10 points. So you wouldn't want to bid no trumps either. Three spades would be weak, by the way. 7 card suit, 5 to 10 points. So just as we were talking about earlier, I think problem is we are too strong to overcall one spade here. So when you're too strong to overcall, you start with a, should we have a look? A double. I believe you, Alice. Yeah, we're just too strong to overcall one spade. The upper limit for a one spade overcall would be very maximum 18 points. So with 19 or more, hands such as this start with a double. Partner will probably bid 2 clubs. Then you bid 2 spades. Okay? That's when partner gets the message that you were too strong to overcall. Quite tricky, that. I think quite a lot of improvers and intermediates, they do struggle with the 19, 20 plus hands for overcalling, but generally best to start with a double. Let's play hand 3 on BBO. Let's go back to, let's stick with the LBO just for the time being. Hang on a second. Let me just rack it up for you. Just answering a few questions. Dulcie, see you next week, Dulcie, when I'm back in England. And Max, on a diamond of Swanson Pond, you would show your spades. Yes, you then bid the spades. Let me just rack this one up for you. Here we go. So that's a pass, isn't it? East opens a diamond. Would you bid on that one? Would you overcall one spade? You're vulnerable as well, by the way. Even non-vulnerable. Yeah, it would be cheeky to bid one spade on that rubbish. So that's a pass. Let's have a look at North. What would you do now with the North hand? It's got one diamond past two diamonds. Morning, Angela V. Always say hi if you're a newcomer or newcomers. Yes, it's a takeout double there. And South, it's got one diamond past two diamonds, double by North, three diamonds. What next for South, if anything? Yes, we're definitely worth a bit of three spades here. And we got the Queen Jack 10 of hearts as well. Anything more for North? $12 points. Remember, we're playing duplicate. Well, I think nearly all of us play duplicate, where we don't push for borderline games. Also, we're minimum, aren't we? 12 points. Queen Jack of X clubs doesn't look brilliant. And what would your lead be against three spades? As I say, this week, yes, come and join us on Wednesday, making a plan in three no trumps. Fairly reasonably basic lesson. And then a week today, we're on with establishing the 5-card suit with trumps. Well, partners bid diamonds twice. I think we should lead diamonds. I don't always like to lead an ace of partner suit, but I think here it's the most attractive thing to do. It's not always right to lead the ace of partner suit. I will just say that, because sometimes declarer turns up with a king and it gives the trick away. Right, so counting losers. Well, we've definitely got two clubs to lose and a diamond. We've got finessing in hearts and spades. So this is going to be tough. Let's just have a look at the bidding. It was East who opened a diamond. They've got the points. Okay. They switched to a club. Hang on. Wants me to play the 10. Yeah. Just to slightly put off the opponents. They come back the ace of clubs. And the 6 of clubs. Well, this is interesting. So what card do we play now as declarer? What do we want to do? Well, definitely we want to draw trumps, don't we? But what do we do now? Do we discard a heart? So the point is we've got very few entries to our hand. So we do need to rough it. So well done. Oh, hang on. Yes, we only need to rough a small one. I don't mind if you rough a high one. Good. So well done. We're in our own hand. What do we play next? Which card do we play next from our own hand? No, there's no rush to rough diamonds, by the way, or hearts yet. Problem is, we do need entries to our hand. And if we play the Queen of Spades first, then we have to play a small spade to the 10, and we're stuck on the dummy. It is an interesting question, Richard. You are right. I need a glass of water to think about it. So actually, what we need to do is retain the Queen of Spades as an entry to our hand to latterly take the half finesse. So we start key play, start with a 9 or the 8. There we go. Now you see we can play a spade to the ace. And crucially, a spade back to that. Let's just marvel at that for a second. Back to that carefully preserved Queen of Spades as an entry to our hand. So it's a tricky hand, this one. And you can play this one yourselves in replay. Now you see we're in the right place to take the half finesse. Yeah, which actually doesn't work, but we needed to be in the right place to take the half finesse. They come back a diamond. And now we're home and dry. We've got all these hearts for winners, look. Just playing them out. And finally, the trump. And there we go. Thank you, Lizzie H, for your praise. We'll see you next week. Yeah, at a good score. But I think, and again, a tricky hand, I thought, maintaining the Queen of Spades. As it happens, Julia Kubert, spades might have been 3-1, you see. In which case, we had to take 2 finesses. Right, let's go back to the classroom. One no trump. What's our best bid with that one there? What have we got? 16 points. Again, fairly straightforward, this one. Yeah, let's hop to the right answer. It's a double for penalties, isn't it? Ooh, yes. And there's a penalty shootout, look. I'm sure some of you are relieved that the World Cup is over. Some will be sad. Let's have some addendums for the more experienced. So 1 heart, because we have a wide range of experience in our intermediate class, as we do in both of our classes. 1 heart, north has passed, east has been a 1 no trump dustbin, 6 to 9. Anything from you as south with your 13 points? So these are addendums for the more experienced. Well, a lot of doubles coming in here, which is good. If you're watching in replay, would you double here? Marion P, see you next week. I'm here till Sunday night, so I'll be back Monday morning for you, all being well. Should we have a look at the answer? So this is the only time, really, that double of a no-trump bid is for takeout, because normally doubles of no-trump bids are for penalties. So this is a takeout double of one heart. But it's the only time that you double one no-trump. When it's a dustbin bid here, the double is for takeout. All other doubles of one no-trump are for penalties. Like if they overcall one no-trump, double is for penalties. Good. Well done. So yes, this would be shortage in hearts. SOS. Oh, we get one more hand to play actually, but we'll just come back to that. Let's play our last hand. We've got one more hand to play. Let's just share. So stop sharing and then hang on. Share screen. Let's have a look. Where's that fourth hand? That one there. There we go. So we're back on with the BBO. It's a one club opening. Haas. Would you bid with the East hand? Only 5 points. Yes. Yeah, you should generally bid with 5 points, especially with a singleton in partner's suit. Yeah, I most often bid with 5 points as a responder, but definitely with a singleton in partner's suit. And what for South, do you think? 16 points? Is it one no trump or one spade? And with good stoppers in clubs and hearts, I prefer one no trump here. And what opening lead would you make? Well, the only thing about leading the ace of hearts is it does set up partners, declare as king. So even though it is partner's suit, against one no trump, we try and be quite frugal with our leads. We don't want to give tricks away. So I'm not actually going to lead the ace of hearts here. We know that South has a heart stopper. I would prefer the club lead. Okay, much safer. Remember against one, tie for hate, remember as well, not the 3 or the 5 of clubs. Much safer against one no trump, be frugal. 1, 2, 3, only 3 certain tricks here. Let's see what happens. Sure, you're all going to play us. Yeah, well, what would you play at trick 2? Yes, clearly we need to get the spades going, don't we? I don't think so, Sam. Sam's asking if we'd unblock clubs. Thing is, then we'd have to give West some winners, wouldn't we? So I think best to go on spades first. But good question from Sam. Would West take their ace of spades, do you think? Sam's got a point with the clubs, but then the thing is, if we take our club winners early, we're going to set up a club winner for West. I think it's best to go after the spades first. I think a good player would duck that one. Yeah. Good. So now we come back to hand with a club. We can carry on with the spades. Thank you, Pam. See you next week. And again, they don't really want to come back with the hearts. I think they'd come back a safe club now. To the queen. We cash our 2 spade winners. Club can go. We exit with a heart. Well done, East. They've hung on to their diamonds. So now we can finally play the ace of diamonds. And they'll take the last few diamond tricks, I think. Oh, hello. King of diamonds. And the jack. So good defending by the opposition. But we still make our 1-no trump there. There we go. So 1-no trump made. Let's just go back to the classroom one last time. Yes, if you remember just 3 things. Prefer to overcall with a decent 5-card major. That's the main point of this lesson, rather than double. Get across the 5 spades. Secondly, overcall 1-no trump with a poor 5-card major and good stoppers in the opponent's suits, in opener suits. And finally, with a hand that's too strong to overcall, start with a double, then bid your 5-card suit. And this will show 19 or more points. Yeah, when you're too strong to overcall. So that is it for today. Time to go and wake up the children, I think. Bajir will be with us in a second.
Thank you very much, Jack. And well done, everyone. Some tricky hands in there. As you're taking us to our view, you mentioned what's coming up Wednesday, but just one more time. Is it establishing?
Yes. Yeah, so this Wednesday is with the improvers. It's making a plan in 3-no trumps.
Making a plan in 3-no trump. Okay.
Yeah, that's Wednesday at 9:30. Relatively basic lesson, but still a useful one. And then this time in a week, Bajir, I'll be back in the UK. It's establishing the 5-card suit with trumps. Really useful lesson. A very useful skill to have.
Well, we would love to see any and all of you there for either or both if you're able to attend.
And so you're right, Bashir. There were some quite tough hands there as well. I thought, the unblocking one with the 9 of clubs was really hard.
Yep. No, wouldn't have been able to do that without you guiding us through it.
Yeah, no, the unblocking plays are difficult because it's rather like chess. You need to see in like 3, 4, 5 moves in advance. So they're really hard. But yes, and someone was asking if I'm playing golf. Yes, I did play golf yesterday with my 13-year-old son, so that was nice. So just having some family vacation. Should we just go on a little tour?
Yeah, let's go for it.
We're going mobile, Bashir. Ooh, hang on. That's the back going. Right, I'm just going to leave this stuff here. We're going to have a little look around here. So this is the foyer. This is the porter. Say hello.
I think the last time we walked through here, I tried to convince some people to join the class.
Yes, I think so. I might go and try the porters over there. Look, do you think they might want to join our class?
You know, it wouldn't be the first time a trick-taking game has been spread by porters.
Now then, Bajir, we're just going over here to the terrace. There we go. Well, it's nice to be on the move. There's no one here, which is good. Here we go. Look, yeah, just out here, Bajir. I might lose the Wi-Fi, in which case I'll come back, but we're good for the moment.
Oops. Maybe there it goes.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. Okay. We can see.
Can you see?
Yep. I see some palm trees and that looks so not too hot.
No, it's only about 30 degrees.
Oh.
I say only, but just hot enough, Bajir, yeah. So I'm just retreating inside.
Oh, good. Perfect.
There's lots of palm trees.
I assume there's a nice pool to jump in.
Yes, there's a nice pool down at the bottom. So we'll be jumping in that later. Oh, there we go. And otherwise, have a good week yourself.
Thank you very much, Jack. Yeah, the whole family, we woke up very early this morning to watch the World Cup. And so it might be an early night for me tonight.
Yes, it wasn't a great game, was it? I saw the end of it, but it was you know, it was a bit boring, was it? 0-0.
Especially when we were all quite tired. We were hoping for a bit more excitement, but
yeah. Well, it's good that I'm impressed that you and your family stayed up to watch Argentina, Spain.
Oh, didn't stay up. Maybe would have had better luck. We woke up.
Oh, you woke up early for RSC, yes. Well, very good. Well, listen, it's been fun to bring you this lesson from the Algarve in Portugal.
Well, thank you again, Jack, for making time for us. We'll let you get back to your family. Please enjoy this special time with them.
Yes. I think they'll be they're teenagers, so I'll go and wake them up now. It's 10:30 UK time. It's the same time as it is in the UK. But yes, thank you for the introduction, Bajir. I'll let you have a good evening yourself, and we'll be back. We're back on Wednesday, and then back in the UK this time next week.
All right. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, Jack's mum.